Key narration volume set to 100.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the...
Oh, out of space. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field. Star player, he makes the play and he makes the defense pay.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air on second down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this offense, hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. No huddle offense to the line. They go to the ground, finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get them. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Weeks. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He's got it inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready up. Get set. Get set. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Green 25.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The throw. Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Irish! Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous. Drive.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback making adjustments. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end.
tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They'll immediately call timeout.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. Can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Quick strike complete. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Skips away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Clemson, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Nothing went right in that first half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's on target and complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Notre Dame right back to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
First and goal, Notre Dame.
Black 24. Black 24.
Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Clemson, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Evanson.
Coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Puts it out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up second down.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team able to put a... that return at the 42-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a huge play. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before. football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They had given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Clemson will send the punt team out. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Tempo and overdrive.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short.
At the 35. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On target. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And he puts through the extra point.
63, Clemson, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back up.
There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he drops it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that...
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the Heat, and here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run play action. He rifles one deep to the left. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35.
Army set. Go. Go. Set. Squirrel.
The offense changing the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
Oh, he's got some space. Sweet spin. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
84, Clemson.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Clemson Tigers will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same